In this video, you will learn how to set it up Google Ads for lawyers and how we're able to generate 54 calls and form submissions in this month using this strategy. So let me explain you Google Ads structure, and so you're gonna better understand what we're gonna do next. So Google Ads search campaign basically consists of the campaign, ad groups, and ads. In the campaign section, we're gonna define our location, so where our ad gonna be shown, the bidding strategy, how we're gonna bid to our ads to be shown, and also we're gonna define our budget and negative keywords. So as you can see here, we have several ad groups, and the reason why we want to separate in specific ad groups is we want to separate each service which you do in a separate campaign, because we want relevant traffic to go to the specific web pages which specifically for that traffic. Google Ads is focused on the relevancy, and we want to make as relevant web pages and as relevant ads to specific audiences and to specific services which we are providing. And for example, if you are offering two services like criminal defense and also you're offering family law, you can separate them in two campaigns. For example, in one campaign, when somebody gonna search criminal defense attorney, they're gonna come to the specific web page which attached to a specific ad group, and the second one is gonna be family law in our case. So you're gonna traffic this to a specific web page which you have. And you can have several ads for one ad group, but the main point of the ad group is to make ad as relevant as possible to specific search keywords which we are targeting. So the search keywords are the keywords which we are targeting. So, and bidding here is specified for manual CPC, manual bidding strategy. I will explain this later, and I have several videos for the bidding strategies in the description below. Let's create our campaign. So you want to press on new campaign button here, and our objective going to be leads, as we want more phone calls and form submissions. It's important to note here to only include conversion goals which are relevant to your business. In our case, it's going to be phone call leads and submit lead forms. And it's important to note that you only need to include only relevant conversions. If you're going to include website visits as a conversion, you're going to see very irrelevant data. And if you're running automated bidding strategy like maximize conversions, you're going to run into trouble of getting too many conversions but zero calls and zero form submissions and only site visits. Here we want to choose search as a campaign type, because this is the only campaign type which is more intended for lead generation. And in here we want to choose phone calls and lead form submissions. When naming your campaign, just include your location. In my case, it's going to be New York, and campaign type. In my case, it's going to be search. So click on continue. When choosing your bidding strategy here, I suggest that you start with clicks. If you never run Google Ads before, Google Ads will not understand what's your best customer. So we want to show Google Ads what our best customer is, and in order to start, it's just we're gonna use maximize clicks as a starting point, and then maybe after 30 days, maybe 60 days, you can switch to maximize conversions as a bidding strategy. And let's click on next. Here you're gonna see search network and display network as an option. I usually exclude these two networks from Google Ads campaign, because the search network gonna show your ad in the websites which are partnership with Google Ads. It's the same with this display. So Google Ads pays to the partner websites in order to show your ad in other websites. Usually it's not gonna bring you good quality leads, and usually brings bot clicks or click farms. So I usually exclude them. So when it comes to the locations, especially for lawyers, it's very important to put your location as a presence here, as a location option. And then let's choose our location here. In my case, it's gonna be New York, New York City. Let me include it here. So choose your location which best fits for you, and do not choose a broad location because it can bring a lot of clicks, and you're not gonna be able to get any clients because they're gonna think you are far away and not able to commute. Just choose your location here and click on save. Difference between presence or interest or presence is just presence or interest is going to show your ad to the people who are interested in your location and are also present in your location. So when somebody searches family lawyer in New York and they're located in California, your ad can be shown if you choose presence or interest. But if you're going to choose presence, only people who are located in New York are going to see your ad. So when it comes to the languages, in a search campaign, I try to not add any languages because we're gonna choose a search keywords, and Google Ads will only target people who are searched this specific keywords. And basically what languages here means is default settings of a browser of the user. So I just leave on English. So when it comes to the audience and segments, if you never run Google Ads before, I suggest you to leave this as a blank, and you may be adding this after you're getting a lot of conversions. So as long as you're gonna put good search keywords and manage by optimizing your search terms and negative keywords, it's not needed to add any audiences segments here. So one more important step is ad schedule, is when to show your ad. I suggest you to show your ad only when you are serving your business, and usually it's from 9 to 5. If you're able to pick up the phone on other times of the day, you can choose any time that is available to you. So for example, if you are serving from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, you can easily choose here. In my case, it's going to be from 9 to 5. So and click on next here. So let's create our keywords and create our ad. So in order to create ad, let me explain you how Google Ads matches your keyword with the ad. So for example, if I search something here, even criminal defense attorney, I'm gonna see the ad. And basically how Google Ads targets and matches any ads with my search is matching types. So here we have 3 keyword matching types. First one is a broad match, phrase match, and exact match. So the broad match is targeting your ad very broadly. So let's look how it works. It's gonna take your content on a landing page, and it's gonna also take user recent search activities, like for example, if users searched for the lawyer before or not. And it's also gonna look at other keywords in the ad groups to better understand your keyword intent. So it broadly targets your keyword, and it also looks at the signals from user, the signals from your landing page. But the broad match, it only works good for the Google Ads campaigns which performed well before. So if you are using automated bidding strategy like maximize conversions, it's gonna work well with broad match keywords. But if you're just starting out your Google Ads campaign, I suggest you to not use broad match as a starting point, because broad match gonna target your keyword very broadly, And if you're gonna look at the examples from the Google Ads, if you choose broad match keyword as a low carb diet plan, it's gonna target people who searched for carb-free foods, low carb diets, Mediterranean diet books, and especially with the lawyers, it's gonna target even just that when somebody gonna search lawyer, and it's gonna bring a lot of clients which don't understand your services. For example, if you're just servicing criminal defense attorney and somebody searches for the lawyer, they not be able to find maybe relevant services. For example, if user wanted family lawyer and you just providing criminal defense law, and user searched for lawyer and called you, it's not going to be a good client for you. So I suggest you to not start with broad match keyword. The second matching type is a phrase match. It's going to target the meaning of the keyword. So for example, if you have criminal defense attorney near me as a phrase match, it's going to target the meaning of this keyword. So when somebody searches for criminal defense attorney, criminal defense lawyer, or criminal lawyer, it's going to show your ad. An exact match is very expensive, but it's gonna bring only relevant searches. Like if you're targeting criminal defense attorney, it's gonna target only criminal defense attorney, and it basically targets the intent of the keyword. So when somebody intends your services, they targeting and will be shown your ad. Let's create our ad group. So in our case, we're gonna use phrase match, and in order to use phrase match, you need to put keyword in the quotes. So in our case, it's going to be quotes like that, and inside of it, just put your service. For example, in my case, it's going to be criminal defense attorney. Or just it's going to be the second keyword. So every keyword goes line by line, and in my case, it's going to be defense attorney. If you're just providing one service, just one ad group is enough. But if you are providing several services, I suggest you to create another ad groups after creating a campaign. So let's create our campaign with one ad group, and I will show you how to set up other ad groups. So here you want to choose your landing page. So when somebody clicks on the ad, they're gonna go to this URL which you are putting here. And display path here is just to show people where they are going. So you can just put any symbol here, like the word here. It's not gonna affect to the final URL page or any page. It's gonna just show to the user where they are going. So you can choose here as criminal defense here, and here we're gonna place our ad. When it's very important to put your ad, it's very important to put a phone number inside of your ad, because people usually click on the phone and call faster than clicking on your website and then calling from your website. So just include it here. You also want to track the phone number which you are calling, because it's very important to have the tracking on and how many people called you from Google Ads and how many people came you organically. So in order to track this, I have separate video. I will link in the description below, so you can watch that. So in my case, I will choose call from ads as a conversion action and choose my phone number. I also have to redact it here and click on save here. When it comes to the headlines, you want to choose what's your benefits and what's your minimum prices, and also what's your promotions. If you have any promotions like no fee until you win, or if free consultation, you can include them here, because it's gonna bring very relevant people, as people gonna read on the headline and they're gonna understand what your services are. And it's also important to mention that you also want to include targeting keywords as a headline tool to make ad more relevancy. So in my case, it's going to be defense attorney. Just put as many headlines as you think it's going to be appropriate, because Google will shuffle your headlines and choose good combination in order to make users to click on your ad. So in my case, I will choose defense attorney here, criminal defense attorney here. Also, free consultation. In description, you can include what your service is about, how you manage, and it's also like brief explanation of your services. So I will just fill up here with the words, but just make sure the description is very valid to the keywords and the services which you provide, because Google will rank only relevant ads, and you're gonna pay less for the click if your ad is relevant to the search which you are targeting. When it comes to the images, you want to choose images which are relevant to your business. And it's also very important to know that if you're gonna use real images from your business, like testimonials and your clients, you're gonna have better chance of the click than others, because people tend to trust to the only relevant and real photos. So when it comes to the business name, you have to be verified in order to put your business name here. And it's also very important to know that you can include the site links. So the site links basically links to the other web pages on your website. You might include them and might skip this part, but I usually include contact us page, about us page, and also your testimonials as a site links. You also have to be verified to run business logos. So in order to verify, it's gonna give you a notification in Google Ads. Just click on verify and it's gonna verify it easily. So click on next here. After setting up everything, just click on the budget. When it comes to the budget, a lot of people asking me how much to spend on a budget. I usually say try with the small, and if it works for you, increase your budget. And do not start with very small budget, but also do not start with very high budget. Be on balance. So spend as many as, if you lose this money, it's not gonna hurt your family or business. So in my case, it's gonna be a daily budget is gonna be $300, because every click costing us $30 or $50. So in order to get relevant clicks, like at least 10, we need to have a $300 budget. So click on next. Here it's gonna check for the errors. So after reviewing a campaign, you can just publish here. It's gonna bring you to this page. So what you want to do, if you have any other services, you want to go here, campaigns, go to the ad groups here. You can add ad groups inside of here. Just add ad group here, and also it's a similar process which we did now. Just name the ad group, put the keywords like specific services, and then you're able to create another ad for this ad group. When it comes to the campaign, you can switch to manual CPC or the other bidding strategy from campaign settings and bidding here. If you want to change to manual CPC, which is you have to know your bids. So you have to know how much the click gonna cost. I suggest you to run maximize clicks for 3 days to understand how much you paying for every click, and then you're able to switch to manual CPC from here. And basically what it does, it's not automated bidding strategy, but it's gonna bring more relevant searches than maximize clicks, because it's not gonna go after cheapest clicks. What's important to know that your web page needs to be optimized for Google Ads. So what I mean by that, it's important to know that you also have to have specific web page like this. This is just example to have good conversion rate, so good amount of clients from your Google Ads. So as you can see here, there are phone number and also the form submission. You may also want to have a special form submission like this, and also have several phone number locations like this and that here, in order to make people to click or call you and also submit faster. So just look at your website, do not target for blog or anything like that, because if you are paying for traffic, you need to have return on investment. And best return on investment is to optimize page like similar like this, and you're gonna be able to get as many clients from Google Ads as possible. So it's also important to note, if you have any certifications or any awards, you may be placing here, because people are usually looking for a good lawyer, and any testimonials would be helpful, or any awards would be helpful. So Google Ads will review your ad and it's gonna usually take maybe 3 hours, 5 hours. It might take 24 hours or 48 hours, depending on the size and depending on the work which you've done on Google Ads before. Thank you so much for watching. If you need any help with the Google Ads, you can contact us by clicking on the link below. And if you like video, just subscribe and like this video. It would be much helpful for us.